The NFL has always been a stage for unbelievable athletic skill, split-second decisions, and insanely smart plays that can change the outcome of a game in an instant. It's not just about speed or power. Some of the most legendary moments happened because players used their brains, awareness, and deep knowledge of the rules. From clever trick plays to expert clock management, these athletes proved that intelligence can beat raw talent. These moments showcase teamwork, creativity, and instinct, teaching lessons in timing, patience, and strategic thinking. They're more than plays. They're masterclasses in brilliance under pressure. Dwayne Harris pulled off one of the slickest punt returns ever. Positioned deep, he knew the other team wanted to pin him inside the 10. But instead of panicking or just letting it drop, Harris scoped out the field, saw his opening, and made a daring move. The coverage was tight, but Harris danced past defenders, turning a risky moment into a big gain. His vision, patience, and confidence made this play pure genius. In moments like this, a returner's mind is just as important as his legs, knowing when to wait, when to go, and how to make defenders look silly. Harris showed why being smart in chaos wins games. Jason McCourty and Johnson had a moment that screamed football intelligence. The quarterback botched a pass, but Johnson's defense saved the day with sharp awareness, reading the QB's eyes, staying in position, and reacting in split seconds. Johnson prevented a potential loss. Plays like this show how defense is about instinct, preparation, and reading the game as it unfolds. Both McCourty and Johnson's presence on the field proves that mental sharpness can be just as lethal as physical skill. Knowing where to be and what to expect keeps teams alive in tight spots. Peyton Manning shocked everyone with a rushing touchdown from a bootleg play, showing he's more than just a legendary passer. Known for dissecting defenses pre-snap, he spotted the opening and ran, catching the rival defense totally off guard. Even veterans can surprise when they trust their instincts and situational awareness. Manning's play proves that reading the field, making smart decisions under pressure, and taking calculated risks can create unforgettable moments. He blended strategy and athleticism, turning a regular play into a highlight reel touchdown. This was Peyton thinking faster than anyone else on the field. Ty Montgomery played the rules like a pro. On a punt return, he intentionally stepped out of bounds before touching the ball, turning it into an out-of-bounds kick and giving his team the 40-yard line. That's brains over brawn right there. Understanding obscure NFL rules and applying them smartly can flip the game's momentum instantly. Montgomery's presence of mind shows that football is as much mental chess as physical sport. Players who study the book and know how to exploit it without breaking it always have an edge. This play was a textbook example of knowing the rules and using them creatively. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are a masterclass in chemistry and football IQ. Mahomes faked right while firing left, and Kelce knew exactly when to adjust, protect the ball, or exploit a gap. These plays weren't luck. They were practiced, timed, and executed with insane precision. Quick thinking under pressure, improvisation, and understanding each other's moves make them unstoppable. They show that offense isn't just about throwing or catching, it's about outsmarting defenders, reading coverage, and making split-second decisions. Watching them is like watching a game of chess at 100 miles per hour, with every move perfectly calculated. Todd Gurley showed he's not just about touchdowns, he's about awareness. In multiple plays, he stopped short, prioritized clock management, and gave his team strategic advantages. Gurley's football IQ is insane. He reads defenders, anticipates traps, and makes plays that don't always show up on the stat sheet. That's the mark of a truly smart player. He understands the bigger picture. Sometimes controlling the game matters more than racking up points. Gurley's decisions prove that patience, awareness, and selflessness can turn a good running back into a game changer. Jaire Alexander mixes aggression with brains. On a key play, he plowed through blockers to make a critical stop, showing physical skill and mental calculation. Defensive backs like him must anticipate, adapt, and avoid costly mistakes, and Alexander's instincts are top tier. His awareness lets him disrupt offenses and change momentum. This play highlights how defense isn't just tackling, it's reading the play before it happens and knowing exactly when to strike. Alexander demonstrates that smart, aggressive, and aware defensive players are game changers in their own right. Randall Cobb turned obscure rules into major advantages. On a kickoff, he stepped out of bounds, putting the ball at the 40-yard line instead of deep in his own territory. That's a clever legal strategy in action. Knowing these quirks and exploiting them shows football intelligence beyond raw talent. Cobb's awareness made an ordinary kickoff a game-changing moment, proving that knowledge of the rules can be just as impactful as physical skill. It's about using every trick in the book without crossing the line, and Cobb did it flawlessly. Leon Washington, under the guidance of special teams guru Mike Westhoff, displayed insane awareness on kickoffs. He manipulated the ball, staying within the rules while gaining maximum field advantage. Quick thinking, knowing the space, and understanding situational constraints are what make special teams a game changer, even if fans don't notice it as much as touchdowns. Washington's ability to adapt mid-play, combined with Westhoff's coaching, created smart plays that shift momentum. Special teams pros like him know the rules, the risks, and the timing, and use all three to dominate the field. Randy Moss turned a tricky high punt into a touchdown with supreme awareness. Timing, positioning, and reading the defenders allowed him to catch a bouncing ball that others might have missed. Moss's instincts, speed, and agility converged into a play that looked impossible, showing why he's a legendary receiver. Understanding teammate and opponent behavior, coupled with spatial awareness and anticipation, makes him a master of heads-up football. This play proves that instinct, preparation, and sharp thinking can turn chaos into highlight reel moments. The smartest plays in NFL history prove that brains can win games just as much as brawn. Strategic returns, clock management, clever rule exploitation, and heads-up awareness separate good players from legends. Athletes like Harris, Westbrook, Montgomery, Gurley, and Moss didn't just rely on talent. They combined preparation, instincts, and creative thinking to dominate. These plays show that intelligence, timing, and improvisation often outweigh raw power. In football, as in life, quick thinking and smart choices turn ordinary moments into unforgettable history-making events. Fans watch these plays not just for skill, but for the genius behind the moves. Thanks for watching this breakdown of some of the smartest plays in NFL history. Hope everyone enjoys seeing how brains, awareness, and split-second decisions can change the game. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so no episode of our thrilling series is ever missed. We can't wait to see you next time. Stay curious, stay sharp, and get ready for more incredible football moments.